throws come back in.
Can't stand.
Happy to see long throws come back in.
Can't stand it. I hate it. It's killing the game, especially the Premier League, the product. I mean, it's like watching non-league at the minute, some of the football I'm watching. You know, Spurs at the weekend, territory football, you know, head it out. Danso comes up, gets the tower, starts throwing. It's so one-dimensional. And Carragher's right. Like, I get it. Some of the lesser teams like Brentford, you got a long throw in it, you can cause problems, you can maybe create a chance. But the top teams doing long throw-ins. I can't believe what I'm watching. It's all down to Arsenal. Arsenal started this. Arsenal started the long throw, the set pieces. You know, they've killed the Premier League in terms of, you know, fluid football and enjoyable football.
Can Chelsea win the league? Have they got one of the best squads to win the league? Well, I just wanted to look back at actually how important set pieces were in teams who won the league. And I mentioned Zuma again, how important he's been this season. Frank Lampard knows how much a goal-scoring centre-back is important. He had John Terry, the best goal-scoring centre-back, I think, in Premier League history. But if we look at the last 10 years of teams who've won the title and how...
Teta, I said, are you concerned? You're the weapon of set pieces did, you know, become dammed up as opponents study. I said, what's the solution? Is there a new... He just said different set pieces.
In the room.
You changed my life! You changed my life! You changed my life! You changed my life! Hunter, you changed my life! You changed my life! Thank you! We're winning it all! We're winning it all! Bye-bye! Bye-bye, Gallagher! Back to Chelsea! Hunter, you changed my life! Hunter, you changed my life!
In the room.
You changed my life! You changed my life! You changed my life! You changed my life! Hunter, you changed my life! You changed my life! Thank you! We're winning it all! We're winning it all! Bye-bye! Bye-bye, Gallagher! Back to Chelsea! Hunter, you changed my life! Hunter, you changed my life!
That's it. Welcome to the show. Good morning, people. Bayledge Sports and Entertainment. I don't even know why that's on the screen. Why do I always do this? Why do I always start the show like this? Why do I always start the show like this? I'm sorry, people. Hold on. That's diabolical. That shouldn't even be there. Welcome to the show. Good morning. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in on this early morning. You know, guys, I have said to you, I will try to be doing some streams earlier in the day. Keep it consistent. I'm talking around 8, in between 8 and 10 in the morning. The streams are going to be running. Ooh, we got a comment already. It's that Claire Hearts Michael Elise. Yes, we love Claire. Big up Claire. Claire says, good morning, Mr. Bayledge. Good morning to you too, Claire. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the comment and the engagement. You know how it goes, man. You know how it goes. So let's get the show started, guys. It looks like we're in a bit of a pickle right now. It looks like we are in a bit of a pickle. How many attackers do we have out, people? How can you count how many attackers we have out? We have Gyökeres out. We have Martinelli out. We have Jesus out. We have Gabriel out. We have Havertz out. We have Noni Madueke out. We are in an absolute nightmare when it comes to up front, people. This is uncharted territory. We haven't been here before. I mean, we've had the crazy amount of injuries, but to the point where we don't have any attackers. We're recruiting another 17-year-old, another breakthrough product, hopefully. hopefully he's a prodigy like Miles Lewis Skelly, you know, something that we weren't expecting, but you know, came out of nowhere and done the job. Like that's what I'm hoping for from young Andre Harriman Anus, our new young striker in the building, eh? A new young striker in the building. I might just have to check the sound was working. All right, so sound is working. Love that. Yeah, it's an early morning. I know I look a bit tired, guys. It's gonna be me doing streams at this time in the morning. I'm not gonna lie to you, I haven't even slept. So I've kind of been up for like 24 hours right now. So I need this cuppa. Oh, crazy stuff. All right, let's get into the show, man. Let's get into the show. Hoes mad. What? Hey, set piece FC if we run. Let's not get it twisted, people. Set piece FC if we run.
Yo, people, I'm not even gonna lie to anybody. I'm about to lose my mind because there's.
Sorry about that, guys. That's not even meant to happen.
Please, can we start with a fitness update? Is Victor Gyökeres?
Okay, so sorry, guys. I know it's all over the mess. It's all a mess right now. Just 2 seconds. I'm gonna sort it out. Yeah, it's real early. It's real early, and like you guys just found out, I ain't slept for 24 hours. So just bear with me. Yeah. Alright, cool. We're locked in. Mikel Arteta press conference. The press conference, and we are now going to see his reaction to obviously ahead of the UCL Champions League game that we have today against Slavia Prague. This is where he breaks the news regarding Gyökeres. Now, I haven't actually watched the press conference. I know nothing about the press conference. All I know is that yeah, the sound bites are everywhere. You know, Arsenal are in an injury crisis, and Gyökeres is out. So let's have a listen, people.
This is going to be available, and if he's not, what's the problem that he has?
No, he's definitely not available. He hasn't trained today, and we need to do some more tests and scans in the next few days to understand the extent of the injury. But this game is not.
So obviously, 19 seconds into the thing, it's clear that Gyökeres hasn't trained. When you don't train, that means there's a significant issue. Don't judge me. Yep. When the player doesn't train, there's a significant issue. Hold on. Oh, you guys can't even see. Oh my days, I'm just talking. Ah. Oh. Sorry guys. Claire Olise comments. She says, we have a lot of attacking players out. Hopefully my boy Ethan starts tonight. Does Ethan start? I think Ethan starts. I don't know though. This is tricky. This is real tricky. Because what does that mean? Ethan starts in place of Eze, so Eze doesn't take the CAM? Is that what you mean, Claire? Does that mean Eze plays left wing for you because Martinelli's out? Our strikers are out. Only Saka's there. We don't have any substitute wingers. So are we expecting Max Dahmer to come on in place for Bukayo Saka to give his legs a rest? You know, Max Dahmer makes his Champions League debut at 15. What, another youngest player in history, or one of the youngest player in history to make a Champions League debut if it happens today. Look, if Max Dowman plays Champions League and bosses up Slavia Prague, which I think he can certainly do, hey, we're talking about the birth of a new superstar. That's what that would be. That's what that would be. Because then now the whole world would know what Max Dowman plays like. Ethan and Wary. You guys heard me talking about Ethan last week, or when he scored against Brighton, actually, to be precise. You know, he didn't have a good game, but he scored. He gave us end products, which is, in my book, which is the utmost important thing. You know, if you're having stinkers and you do something vital at the end, then you know my job is only to praise. I can't sit here and hate. You know what I mean? I'm not built like that. Not built like that. Right, let's get into the press conference, because I started the press conference without even realizing no one could see what was going on. So I apologize, guys. It's terrible of me. Alright, cool.
Available.
This game with Slavia Prague is the third midweek game you have in these last 3 weeks. How do you balance wanting to possibly rotate the squad with a hard away game in the Champions League, but also dealing with the injuries you have as well?
Yeah, that's a situation that we've been dealing now for a few weeks, and trying to have the right freshness, the right cohesion within the team. The team has been competing really well in.
Look, guys, I told you I didn't even listen to the press conference yet, but it's like exactly what I just said is what the reporter said. The reporter said, "How are you gonna deal with it? How are you gonna deal with all these injuries? Who's gonna play? Who's gonna play?" It's a tough situation that Arsenal are in. Everyone keeps talking about, oh, we have the squad depth. We have the squad depth. Well, bro, when you have one winger left, one versatile attacker, and a young boy for a striker, how much squad depth do we really have? When I'm there saying, oh, we need to buy one more in January, people are telling me we need to calm down. We signed a lot of people. Like, come on, people. Like, come on, man. This is ridiculous now.
In all different competitions, and tomorrow we know we have a really tough match here. They are unbeaten here at home all season. Is a team that they are very used to playing together. They have a very clear philosophy. They create a massive atmosphere as well. So we know there's going to be a really tough match.
It's now been announced that your Carabao Cup quarter-final is going to be played on the 23rd of December, which is just 2 days after you have a Premier League match. We spoke to Leandro.
No. Why are they moving on so quickly, bro?
They create a massive atmosphere as well, so we know there's going to be together in all different competitions, and tomorrow we know that we have a really tough match here. They are unbeaten here at home all season. Is a team that they have.
So Claire, there you go. Claire, according to Mikel Arteta, Slavia Prague are unbeaten at home. Well, obviously, I'm sure the stats do tell us that, but Slavia Prague unbeaten at home. Well, they're in the Champions League, so doesn't mean that, you know, they're a great team, but they're also not a joke team. You get what I mean? Claire says, I don't even know if Slavia Prague is any good, but I want Ethan to play with Eze in a double in front of whichever DM. Yeah, I hear you. I would definitely prefer Zubimendi DM. Oh, but Zubimendi is suspended, isn't it? Zubimendi's suspended. Oh no, Zubimendi's suspended. So what does that mean? Norgard? And yeah, I think it's a Norgard thing. Norgard finally gets his Champions League debut. Something he's been dreaming about. You know what I mean? You gotta give him time. Let him settle. We have squad. Yeah. Claire says we have squad depth in defense only, which is exactly accurate. Like the squad depth up front ain't there, bro. The squad depth up front is literally just, we're suffering right now. But like, how are 6 guys down up front? Six guys, 6 people, bro. People that are meant to be people that are meant to be backup. We got Saka backup. Saka backup is not even available, bro. Saka backup is not even available. What's going on with Martinelli? Martinelli's injured. Don't know why. Don't know what's going on with him. Ain't looking good over there. Who else? Gyökeres. Bro, we're in a mini crisis. We're in a mini crisis. We're in a mini crisis. Arsenal in a mini crisis. I'm not even gonna lie. Don't let these rival fans gaslight you people. Don't let them gaslight us. If they tell us, oh, we're okay because we're top of the league. Because we're top of the league and our defense looks formidable. Bro, them guys could go down, start dropping like flies as well. The defense could start dropping like flies as well. What happens when the defense starts dropping like flies? Because we know Calafiori's injury prone. Thank God he ain't got no injuries this year. But we know he's injury prone. You know, Saliba's already picked up a knock this year. And Ben White is looking a bit shady. Timber, injury here and there. Gabriel already got injured this year. And Cappy's already come back from an injury. Look, I'm happy with the team. I'm happy with the team. But all I'm going to say is, and I've said it again, I'm going to say it again, come January, they better reinforce. You guys, I don't know if you guys have seen, I put out a report, I put out a video, a tape, whatever you want to call it, that Arsenal are due to receive 100 million. Arsenal, Mikel Arteta is due to receive 100 million spending money in December, in January transfer window. Now, obviously, I hope that's true. I hope that happens. But if man's gonna be serious and take into consideration what happened last January, I weren't making content last January. I started making content in May, but this January that just went by, whenever it was, we didn't sign no one, and we were what, in reaching distance or touching distance, you know, from Liverpool. Obviously, yeah, they'd run away with a few points here and there, but signing someone would have showed ambition, you know, would have showed that the club is trying to win. We didn't show that last year, you know. So yeah, man, it's tough. It is tough. It is tough. Okay, let's get back to the press conference.
They're very used to playing together. They have a very clear philosophy. They create a massive atmosphere as well. So we know there's going to be a really tough match.
It's now been announced that your Carabao Cup quarter-final is going to be played on the 23rd of December, which is just 2 days after you have a Premier League match. We spoke to Leandro Trossard, just the difficulties of that, but how challenging is it for you to prepare a team in such a short turnaround?
Yeah, well, hopefully then they will move our Premier League match, because to play today's date doesn't make any sense, obviously. So we will now decide the date. I'm sure they will change the Premier League date as well.
Sam from Sky.
Oh, Mikel, just on Victor, are you concerned about it, or is it a short-term issue for him?
No, I am concerned because he hasn't had many muscular issues and he had to leave the pitch. And
that's not good. Arteta said he's concerned. Arteta has stated that he is concerned. It's not good. He states Gyökeres has never had a muscle injury. Why is it when they come to Arsenal, everyone's injured? Bro, before Partey came to Arsenal, he never got no injury, bro. Before Fabio Vieira came to Arsenal, he weren't injury prone. Like, what is it with players and coming to Arsenal and consistently being injury prone? What is it? What is it? What is it? It doesn't make any sense. Someone. Like, what is it? So, Claire says we need to move to a new training pitch. Like, what? The carpet ain't good enough? Like, bro, the carpet, the Emirates is quote unquote called the carpet, yeah? These guys don't have a good enough pitch for the training ground. What's going on? What's going on, Claire? This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous, man. Okay. Oh no. That was an accident. And I can't remember where I was.
From Sky.
Oh, Michael, just on Victor, are you concerned about it, or is it a short-term issue for him?
No, I am concerned because he hasn't had many muscular issues and he had to leave the pitch and he was feeling something, and that's obviously never a good sign, especially for a player that it's very, very explosive. So we are digging in a little bit more to understand where we are in terms of the injury, and we'll announce the moment we know more.
Yeah, on better news, if you keep a clean sheet tomorrow, you equal a club record for the most consecutive clean sheets in a row. How would you describe the mentality and the you like the word aura a lot, the aura about how your team defends in particular moments? Well,
very good at the moment, obviously. I think the collective organization is very, very strong, and then the individual behaviors of players to defend with such an energy, intelligence and aggression every ball, obviously is something that has been key for our success.
And he's right about that, man. The way the players have been defending have been next level. Has been next level. I mean, obviously, I know we're good at defending, but you have to be a good defender, one-on-one defender. Like, I think the weakest part of our defense is Calafiori. The weakest side of the defense is Calafiori, and he's not even that bad of a defender. You know, he's not the worst, and he's not the greatest, but you know, when it comes to Timber one-on-one, he's great. When it comes to Saliba, one-on-one, he's great. When it comes to Gabriel, one-on-one, he's great. Like, we got great defenders in the team. You know what I'm saying? Claire says we need to move to a new training pitch. Oh, I read that out already. My bad, Claire. I read that out already.
Yeah, and how important has Gabriel Heinze been to that? Because you see the videos online, he's quite intense with that backline, the way he gets them into a huddle before the game. What's the impact he's had on this team?
It's the whole team. Obviously, every member of staff, every player brings something to the table. That's something extremely collective when you talk about the numbers that you're talking, and everybody has to bring his piece. Gabi's done it, all the coaches do the same, and especially the players who at the end have to execute what we want.
Ed from The Guardian.
Hi, Mikel. Just to clarify on the Carabao Cup then, so have you made a request to the Premier League to have your game moved then officially?
I leave that to the club. I think we're very clear where was the best thing, the most logical day to play.
Even touching on that, guys, you know we get a 1 day break from the Premier League. You see what they're talking about now? We get a 1 day break, and then we're playing again. Bro, who's making the fixtures, bro? Bro, who are the people making up the fixtures? Like, it's not make no sense, bro. One day, bro. Dude. I don't think this has ever happened. I actually don't think this has ever happened. I don't think this has ever happened. Claire says he has been good so far this season. Calafiori, that is. Yeah, Calafiori has been good this season. I absolutely agree. Going forward, he gives us a massive option. a massive option. You know, he spreads the play. He adds more threat to the attack. He's always shooting out of nowhere. Like, he can get goals that we're not expecting him to get. You know what I'm saying, man? So I rate Calafiori this season. Obviously, last season didn't really get to see much of him because, yeah, last season was his, you know, when he came to Arsenal was when we bought him, but he was injury prone, and then Miles Lewis-Skelly broke through. So, like, I'm not complaining, innit? But like, it looks like this season he might be on a better trajectory. He has played a few games here. He's not getting burnt out. So, yeah, man, I hope it continues with Calafiori, man. He looks really good. He's looked really good.
They bring a different date, so I'm sure we'll have to adapt to that.
But if you do have to play it, do you think it's the sort of thing that could really be a disadvantage for you in the long run over the course of the season because, you know, 2 games in 3 days?
I think, as I said the other day, I'm sure we will apply the principles of, first of all, is the players, then is the supporters, and then the times that we need to have equality and the same chances for every club. So hopefully it will be fair.
Charlie from the Sun.
Mikel, could you ask you about Victor? How is he in himself? I mean, he must be gutted. I mean, he's carried on. He's battled through, started to make a difference, had his best 45 minutes for the club, and now this. I mean, how is he?
Well, obviously he was very disappointed after the match with what he felt, but this is part of football. At the end, if you expect a linear line, everything going up, it's not going to happen. And if he's got something, he's going to have to deal with it. We'll help him to do that. As you said, he was in a really good moment, in a really good form. It's very important for the team. But for tomorrow, we don't have him. So that's it.
Isan Delima.
Hi, Mikel. It's just Arsenal and Inter Milan in this competition that have yet to concede this season in the Champions League. How impressive is that, and how much of a good start has that been the foundations to?
Obviously, before Mikel Arteta answers that, that's extremely impressive. I didn't even know that. But I guess it does make sense. We've only conceded 3 goals in how many games? And those 3 goals that we've conceded have been in the Prem. So it does make sense. But at least we're not the only ones. Okay? We're going to have to show, you know, Europe that we are the only ones tomorrow. Hopefully Inter Milan concede, but you get the point, guys. This is really, really tough what we are doing.
To everything else?
Yes, of course, it's a huge platform to win games, and the difficulty of that in this competition, and when you are playing away, even more so. We know that tomorrow we're going to face a really good challenge here, and it's a team as well that they are very intense, very direct, very vertical, and we're going to have to be really good to achieve what we want.
And just one on the Carabao Cup fixture. You guys obviously wanted it for December 16th, and it's now December 23rd, it looks like. Even though with the squad depth you've got at Arsenal, how concerning is it that, despite the schedule and the fixtures, that you could potentially be forced to play 2 in 3 days? Does this not concern you, despite the depth?
We have 7 players out there. So I don't know what depth we're talking about now, because we're missing a lot of players and a lot of front players. So if we continue to do that every 3 days, we won't be respecting, again, what we discussed previously, that in our opinion it's the most important part.
Art?
Hi, Mikel. Just on Victor, you said it was a muscular issue. Which muscle is it? What part of the body?
I leave that to the doctors. They will explain. I don't want to talk anymore. We are here to talk about tomorrow's match and the players that are available, and to...
Is it what part of the body? It's a muscular issue. Which muscle is it? What part of the body?
I leave that to the doctors. They will explain.
Bro, these men keep asking silly questions, bro. Why they keep... Bro, they've asked about Gyökeres throughout the press conference like 3 times already, bro. Man's asking, how does Gyökeres feel that he's injured? Bro, who are these journalists? Who are these Bro, man said, how does Gyökeres feel that he's injured? How do you think he feels? Bro, these men are so stupid, bro. I could come up with better questions than this. And you know what's pissing me off, bro? Man, it's mad early, bro. I should have done this yesterday night. But, bro, if I was Arteta, I'd be sitting there talking about, bro, are you stupid? That's the real... How does Gyökeres feel that he's injured? Oh, he's had a good momentum. Oh, how does he feel? How do you think he feels, bro? You literally just answer the question in your question. Oh, he's been playing. He feels like he's had a good momentum, and now he's injured. How do you think he's going to feel? Bro, get out of here, man. Sorry, guys. I'm getting triggered by dumb questions this morning, bruv. This makes no sense.
No, I don't want to talk anymore. We are here to talk about tomorrow's match and the players that are available, and we'll see in the next week or so.
Okay, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was back at the training ground with the academy. I was just wondering.
Oh no! Oh wait, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain training with the Arsenal team yesterday, as far as I'm concerned, is bullcrap. Someone tell me why he didn't go to Liverpool, bro. This guy's won the league at Liverpool. You left Arsenal to go and win the league at Liverpool. Why are you coming to use Arsenal as your training ground? Why is this even allowed? Who authorized this, bro? Who authorized this? If I hear it's Mikel Arteta doing his press conference, if I hear it's Mikel Arteta that authorized Oxlade-Chamberlain, the snake, the injury-prone twat, to be training with our fellow young guns and that, so he can pass on his injury-prone gene to them. Hey, don't piss me off, man. Don't piss me off. This is stupidity. You think Oxlade-Chamberlain will be training at the Arsenal training ground if I was the boss? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. He didn't leave on good terms. Yeah, he got sold for good profit, because good profit is homegrown players. Don't piss me off, man. It's a joke. Claire says, you are too funny, I swear. I'm so sorry I have to go uni now. I just wanted to drop in and say hi. Hey Claire, thank you so much for dropping by, man. I'm happy I keep you entertained. Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate the comments, and I appreciate the viewership, man. Thank you so much. Have a good day at uni, Claire. Have a good day at uni. I'm not even trying to be funny, though. That's the mad thing. It's like, I swear down, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just sitting there, and sometimes, yeah, I just put two and two together, and I'm thinking, like, bro, none of this makes any sense. None of this makes any sense. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
If you could speak about what you remember of him as not just a player, but as a person, and what he could bring.
Top character, one of the best characters I met in football. If we can to help him, we can give him the space for him to get up to speed and have the capacity to find a club. It's a joy. The boys will learn from it. I had the privilege to play with him, and if he's around, it will be a really good role model to have around the team.
Hi, Mikel. No Zubamendi tomorrow because obviously he's suspended. Declan Rice is one yellow.
I absolutely disagree that Oxlade-Chamberlain would be a good role model to be around the team. The guy left Arsenal to go to Liverpool and win the league. He ain't gonna be no good role model, bro. Get someone that stayed at Arsenal forever, bro. Why is Cazorla not back? Where's Rosicky? Where's Flamini? Bro, there's players that man could have gotten, bro. There's bare players. Okay, I'm talking. You know what? I just listed a bunch of players that are not even playing anymore and have retired, which is crazy. Oxlade-Chamberlain is 32, bro. That's diabolical. Hold on, is that even correct? Nah, hold on. I need to check how old Oxlade-Chamberlain is. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Yeah, he's 32 years old, bro. This brother's an injury-prone twat. He's an injury-prone twat. Get out of my club, bro. You shouldn't be training with a 21-year-old, son. He's gonna pass on his injury-prone gene.
card away from a suspension. He's obviously a player so vital to how you play, and your next Champions League game will be Bayern Munich at home. How much is that figuring into the gamble of selecting Declan for the game?
Yeah, but it comes as well with a situation of Subi. We know that Subi was on 2 yellows as well. So that's the competition. At some point, you might miss players in crucial games. Obviously, we're going to try to avoid that as much as possible, but it's part of the competition.
And can I just quickly ask about Christian Norgard as well? He's obviously had restricted time because of his injury at the start of the season and how consistent Zubimendi has been. Might get an opportunity tomorrow. What's he been like? He's an experienced player, a really valuable part of your squad. So what's his experience been so early in his career at Arsenal?
Exceptional. I knew very clear the role that he was going to have, what he could add to the team is exactly doing that. I think he was in a really good moment before he got injured. Then it took him a while, again, as is normal, to get up to speed. And now he's having some more minutes and he's available for tomorrow.
Okay, we'll do the last two. Firstly, Sam from the Telegraph, and then from Chechnya there. So.
Hi, Mikel. You touched on it there that the injuries are kind of concentrated in the forward area. And then last year it felt like it was the same. It was always defenders at once and then forwards at once. I know you can't predict individual injuries and they're all different circumstances, but is there any sort of pattern here as to why you think or the doctors think it happens in one area of the squad so frequently?
Well, we looked at everything. Obviously, we have 4 knees with Gabi Jesus, Kai Havertz, Madueke and Martin Odegaard, which is very, very unusual, all of them with long term. And then we have some muscular injuries with other players, which it can happen, and every club is having. I think it's very unusual to have that many players in the front line with.
One thing I gotta say, Mikel. It's not unusual to have all those players out if all those players are what we used for the last 2 years. It's not unusual, bro. Them man played so many games, they got no rest. Now they're finished. Gabriel Jesus is finished on 265k a week. Done. He ain't coming back and giving us end product. He ain't doing it. Kai Havertz, finito. 290 racks a week. 290. He ain't giving us end product when he comes back. Done. Bro, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous at that forward line, bro. Everyone's injured. How can everyone be injured? And my man's talking about unusual. Bro, it's not unusual, bro. You have used these guys. You've run them down to the ground, bro. You've run them down to the ground because you didn't buy no squad depth last year. If they had bought squad depth, maybe none of this would have happened. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. And when they come back now, we're gonna need them to play. When Havertz comes back, we're gonna need him to play. When Gyökeres comes back, we're gonna need him to play. Madueke, we're gonna need him to play. Martinelli, bro, we literally need all of them to play. We need all of them to play. How are the main guys gone and the backups gone as well? We have one player available for each position. We don't even have a striker. We don't even have a striker. Our striker is going to be another 17-year-old. One more 17-year-old for the books. It's getting ridiculous. I've told you guys, it's getting ridiculous, and it's just getting ridiculous. Right in our faces. Can't do nothing about it. Man is just dropping like flies.
With issues, we have to face it. We've been facing it in a brilliant way, and we'll continue like this.
Okay, finally, gentleman here, yeah.
Hello, Mikel. Good evening. My name is Siri. I'm a local journalist. I have a maybe more personal question because you are in Prague, so I was wondering if you are in touch with Tomáš Rosický, your former teammate, former colleague from the team, your friend. Maybe to ask some advice about Slavia, maybe to arrange a meetup tomorrow somewhere in the city or something.
Yeah, we'll try to see him. Yeah, we had a great time together. Again, I always said it. Thomas is one of my favorite players, the ones that I play with. And if I have the chance tomorrow and he's available, we will see each other, give each other a hug, and talk a little bit about football.
There we go, people. That is our predictions. Let's have a look at the match preview. In fact, let's see what.
You looking at me for? Coach, what we wish all. Anyway, listen. Arsenal flying right now in every competition. It's looking like we can win it all. Slavia Prague are currently going invincible. Would you believe? They're top of the Czech league and they haven't lost yet. So basically, that was it. Yeah, that was the intro.
What about the Champions League?
They're yet to win.
So you've wasted our 5 minutes telling us that then, right? Yeah? Thank you very much. It's cold and you wasted our time, but go on.
Right,
it's
yeah.
a decent stadium though, don't it? Very nice.
Lovely stadium. We went past Sparta Prague and it looked a lot different to obviously what this was. This seems a bit more modern,
yeah.
More up to date. We're going to be sat in there, obviously 19,730 seats capacity. So there's going to be a small allocation to Arsenal fans. We're lucky enough to be here. Very grateful. It is our fourth, like I mentioned before, fourth game in Champions League. We have currently got a perfect record.
Are we unbeaten?
We are unbeaten, Lee.
Yeah.
We're going for the invincible.
Why did you mention that then?
I should have led with that one, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
We're currently invincible in the Champions League. We haven't even conceded in the Champions League yet. All looking positive. Everyone excited and confident that Arsenal get this job done. Breeze, easy peasy. Don't even need to, obviously we've got to consider our opponents, but you're not worried about any slip up here at all.
I'm never like breeze, easy peasy in the Champions League because I always look at games like this, Slavia Prague. This game for them, for their fans, this is Arsenal rolling into town. This is a mega game for them.
We've never lost to them, ever.
We've never lost to them. I'm not saying we're going to lose, but I'm just saying why you can't take these games lightly, right, is because for these teams, this is what the Champions League is all about. This is why they're excited to be in it, because a team like Arsenal rolls into town, or if Bayern Munich rolls into town, or Real Madrid or Barcelona, they're excited by it. They're not necessarily coming thinking even they're going to win, but this is the game of, a bit like in the FA Cup, isn't it? When you play like a minnow in the FA Cup, they're up for it. They're up for the fight. And if you don't come with the right attitude and the right frame of mind, you can get done. So as long as Arsenal come with the right attitude, the right frame.
Look, Robbie has a very, very good point there. We are going away. We are going to face Slavia Prague. In their own right, they are a Champions League team. They're not just some boy just kicking around ball, you know what I mean? Like, obviously not in the top 5 leagues. I don't even think they're in the top 7 leagues. But, Slavia Prague are gonna be up for it, like he stated. They're gonna wanna play ball, which is going to play into Arsenal's hands, as far as I'm concerned. That's the only good news for us. If they want to kick ball, let's kick ball. We'll see who the better team is. And I put money on Arsenal more times than not. I put money on Arsenal more times than us to win than to lose. Especially at Slavia Prague. So, look, whatever tactics they come on, all guns blazing, we can deal with them. If they want to do low block, quick set piece, we can deal with them. People, man, ain't not to be scared, not to worry about over here, man. Ain't not to worry about over here. Let's see what else has been said.
Frame of mind and continue doing what we've been doing all season, we should be fine.
Lee, I think they're sitting 28th out of 36 in Champions League. We're sitting 4th. What gets you more excited to watch? The Burnley game that you saw on the weekend, going up to in a Premier League fixture, or this one in the Champions League? What was more exciting to you?
Burnley and Sunderland on Saturday is big. That's why I'd be really interested to see what he's going to do with team selection. And also with team selection, that can also, like, if you start making loads of changes, which I think that he may do, that also thinks, oh well, you know, the attitude can be a little bit different. That's why you've got to be spot on in every aspect of what you're doing.
Do you think over rotate? You're saying, look, talking like that Brighton game in the League Cup, that sort of amount of rotation, or a little bit less than that?
I'd probably say it's got to be a little bit less, but what it will say is that, you know, it will tell the players that Saturday against Sunderland is a bigger game. But what you have to do as a manager and as a team and as individuals as players is you've got to then get the mental attitude right that this is the big game. You've got to be up for it and get the result. So it's a difficult balance, and that's why I'm really interested to see what team we pick and who players travel, because we've got a few injuries as well.
Yeah, got suspensions as well. Zubimendi's not available as well.
Zubimendi's not about. We don't know what's happening. Martinelli, Gyökeres up.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. I don't know who we're going to play in midfield. I don't know. Obviously, up front, we know Trossard's playing. Don't know who's going to be striker. Is it going to be Moreno? Is it going to be Andre Harriman-Anus? I know Saka's playing because we're going to need Saka to play. But like I was saying to Claire Elise earlier. Go on, Claire Elise. Which is one of the commenters, the chatters. You know, she's not a silent viewer, she's a chatter. Big up Claire, man, always. Yeah. I don't think it's happening. I don't know. What was I going to say? Let me just go back to the show. Have a listen, guys. Totally lost track of where I was.
Front, we don't know what's going to happen there. So there's lots of things in this that point to me about mental attitude. And if you want to do well in all competitions, your mental attitude's got to be right from every game. So even if I make changes, what I do expect is still a performance from Arsenal.
Now, obviously, I've had Lee in previews before. Robbie's, not always on the previews when we're in the UK. So I'm not asking this question. I'd like to ask these lot. If you're the Slavia Prague manager, how do you? Yeah, I mean, it's unlikely you're going to beat Arsenal. But how are you setting up to play against Arsenal? How can you expose them? Do you look at Arsenal and think, bloody hell, how does any team try and break this team down?
Well, it's going to have to do what a lot of teams have done, is like be, pretty pragmatic, play pretty deep, and hope to catch us on the counter attack. That is the weapon for teams.
Even at home. Even
at home. I mean, if they come and try and go toe to toe with Arsenal, they know that they're going to get beat. They're not going to have the quality of players to go toe to toe with an Arsenal. So it's about being disciplined. It's about setting up the team deep and then trying to catch you on the counter attack. That is the weapon for a team that is not as good as the next team. And then a lot of teams will also try and use physicality or set pieces. That's what I've been saying though with this Arsenal team, which makes them so very difficult to beat, is that they're very well organised and well structured, so it's hard to catch them on the counter attack, and they're very physical. You know what I mean? If you want to sort of put it on them in a physical way, it's very difficult to do because they're very well versed at that. With players like Gabriel and your Declan Rices and people like that, they relish that sort of battle. So Arsenal right now are a really difficult team to play against because there's not many big weaknesses in this side. I mean, even when I look throughout the team, there's not a lot of weaknesses I can think of. And I think for us, it's about rotating in a smart way. I definitely think we do need to rotate, because that game against Sunderland at the weekend is a massive game. I mean, the results this weekend, last weekend they went for us brilliantly. They didn't quite go for us this week because, Liverpool and City won. But next week they play each other. So we go to play Sunderland, and if we can win that game, we can really strike a big advantage over at least one of those two teams, or even both of them if they draw, going into that international break. So that game is mega important, where you look at a game like this, even if we slipped up, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Although I don't think we will slip up.
Very unlikely.
For me, it's about rotating and doing it smart. I don't think we can go with a wholesale changes like what we did against Brighton.
No.
Because I think that's a different game. Because I think, whereas you probably look and say a rotated Brighton team may even still be better than Slavia Prague.
Right.
But the difference is, when you've got a team that plays together week in, week out, they're going to be better. Because, we saw with our team, even though it was rotated,
it wasn't the same.
Even though you got mainly internationals on that pitch and top players, they weren't quite always on the same wavelength until the second half when they got going. So that's why I feel that he has to rotate in an intelligent way. Have some of those senior players in there and a bit of rotation to get the job done. If Gyökeres, for instance, is carrying a slight niggle, what they said, I wouldn't even play him. I'd have Marino in there from the beginning, or maybe a Trossard up front, you know what I mean? So rotate in a smart way. And on that bench as well, have some big guns in case if it ain't quite working out, you can bring some of them on. And I think if we do that, we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. I don't want to be too much of an arrogant Arsenal fan, but looking at the stats, history...
You see, but the thing here from Robbie is, Robbie's talking about rotating in a smart way. How do we rotate in a smart way, Robbie? Everyone has different opinions, bro. He's gonna tell me he wants Moreno to start. He said I just heard Trossard playing striker. Bro, who's gonna play the winger then? Then who's gonna play midfield? If someone else goes down in the midfield, what does that mean? Bro, how are we rotating in a smart way? That's exactly what I was saying. Andre Harry Mananous has to play. The young striker has to play. Let's see what he can do for us. If Saka needs a rest, Dauman come on. Give him his Champions League debut. It doesn't have to be 90 minutes. It can be 50. I mean, not 50. It can be 30 minutes. It can be 25 minutes. It can be 20 minutes. But give him that Champions League debut. Put him on that stage. On top of that, like, bro, is Declan Rice playing CDM? Is Declan Rice playing CM? You know what I mean? Because Zubimendi's out, does Norgard stay? And then Rice, but Rice has been injured. Rice was carrying a knock or a niggle or whatever you want to call it, bro. So, look, people, we're in a crisis, man. Arsenal are in an injury crisis. Guys, like the stream, by the way. We're an hour in, no one's liked the stream. No one's liked the stream, bro. How was no one like the stream? This is techie, bro. Man, I'm just watching them. Like the stream, people. Hit the like button. Hit the hype button. You know what I mean? Just like the stream. Let's get it out there to more Arsenal fans. Relevancy. I don't even want just no, you know, I do want anyone. I want anyone to tune in, but come on, people. You know the deal, man. You know the deal. Alrighty, yo. Guys, you know no one has created more chances than Declan Rice in the top 5 leagues. You know that, right? But people still want to come in and tell me Caicedo is better than Declan Rice. People are mad. People are mad. That's all I've got to say. Okay, interesting stuff. Almost got carried away there, so it does.
In the way Arsenal's in form, it seems like this should be, listen, it's Champions League, so all teams are good, but it feels like it should be a walkover lead. Robbie's kind of given his top priority of what he wants to see. Listen, don't give me a simple answer of, I just want to see us win. What is your top priority of what you want to see from this game? Is it a rotated side and players being saved for the weekend? Is it a statement win, which we saw against Atletico, sorry. It was Atletico Madrid. Yeah. A statement win like that? Or is it like a thrilling game where it's like a last minute winner and you're all enthralled by the football? And what is your top priority? Is it saving the players? Is it, like I said, a statement win, an exciting game, or is it going to be a standard 2?
If I was manager today, we'd be making loads of changes and still getting the result and winning the game. That's what I would say. Top of the priority list is like players being rested, ready for Saturday, but still getting the result and winning here as well. Like that would be the perfect scenario for this. Whether that'll happen or not, I don't know. The other scenario is like you can play a strong side, be comfortable in the first half and then take the players off. That's another solution. But that's what I would do. For me, it is, you know, getting key players rested. But also, like, there's the worry of Declan Rice. We spoke about this on the Forever Arsenal, that he's one game away from suspension. Don't really want him suspended for the Bayern Munich game. So there could be a leaving him out today. Tomorrow. I don't think that they will. I think that he'll have to play in this one because Zubamendi's out. If Zubamendi was fit, I'll probably leave Rice out.
So Norgard did, huh?
Norgard plays, whatever happens. I think he comes in for Zubamendi. He needs minutes. I think like people have been a little bit critical of him, but I'm on the camp of he ain't had a lot of minutes. He needs to get, you know, minutes. Minutes mean everything in football. You know, you've got to have that to be up with play.
Yep.
So, and I think when Yeri's got to play, I think that he needs minutes. So it'd be interesting to see where Eze plays. I think Eze, even though has played a lot of games for us now, is still bedding in. So I still think the more time that he gets on the pitch for Arsenal is good.
Yeah, we'll in the predictor 11. Of course, we'll try and break it down and see what Arteta's going to go over.
And I'm going to say it again, clean sheet. I'm going to say, I want
are you as a fans both? Are you
I'm
both
on
going into the game saying
loving it. Listen, I think, you know, someone asked me the other day, what's the difference between Arsenal this season and the last couple of seasons? If you go back, we was winning games at home last season, the season before, 2-1, 3-2, 4-2, 2-1, 2-1, always conceding silly goals on the counter-attack. Now we're not. That's the difference. But what I'm at is, you know, I mean, I'd be really honest. I think if they'd have scored against us in the last minute with that one that hit the post, I would have had the hump coming on.
You would have the hump, bloody hell.
Well, yeah, I would have,
Standards
because
are
we
up. I like that.
conceded.
That's good.
But that's how I feel at me. So, like, you know, I'm getting it, you know. So
you ain't getting no clean sheet bonus, mate.
No, but like, I actually like it, like, you know what I mean? Like 1 month, you know what I mean? Like 1 month without conceding. Why can't they go 2? That's how I'd look at it if I was one of those players in there.
I saw a thing on Instagram the other day where somebody said, would you rather win 5-1 or 2-0 clean sheet, right? At this current time with Arsenal, with the way they've been keeping the clean sheets, and you know, when I looked in the comments, most people were saying 2-0.
Yeah, as an Arsenal fan, right now,
the clean
I do
sheet
like a
stuff,
5-1 or a 6-1.
And what's wrong with 5-0? Why can't I for 5-0?
No, but it's 5-1. So I just looked on it. I thought to myself, I love that, because keeping clean sheets, I mean, it's a great record to have when you're keeping clean sheets. It shows you that the defence is just as good as the attack is. I mean,
it tells you a lot.
And teams will start to come in with a bit of fear. They'll be like, if they go a goal down, they'll be like, how are we going to get back in this? Because this team don't concede. So it's a really good thing to have at the moment, what Arsenal are doing. And let's keep it going. Listen, eventually someone is going to score against us. It could be a deflected goal. It could be a worldie. It could be anything.
I can see our fans cheering in jest.
We could easily concede a goal tomorrow. I mean, that's how it goes. But I love the way with that game the other day. I love the fact that they were fighting at the end to keep that clean sheet, man. I loved it.
Yeah, and also I've got to say that when they did make rotations against Brighton, the clean sheet was there as well. There was a lot of satisfaction from the players.
In the first half, we lived a bit dangerously.
We did.
Yeah, they didn't really say much, man. Look, I think we win the game. Me personally, I think Arsenal win against Slavia Prague. I don't think they're going to give us too much threat going forward. Do we keep a clean sheet? Now, that's the real question. Yeah, I think we keep a clean sheet. It is what it is. I mean, until we're bound by conceding a number of goals, then I won't be confident on keeping a clean sheet. But we've seen the way Arsenal play. Teams find it very hard to penetrate us. Teams find it very hard to break us down. Teams find it very hard to get to our goal unless they're allowed, as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, man, that is the stream for today. First, I want to thank everyone who tuned in. Please make sure to like the stream on your way in and on your way out. So just like it, make sure, you know, when you like it, more people get to see the stream. That is all it is. So just like the stream for me. Also, make sure to subscribe, please, people. I appreciate anyone who is a new viewer and who is recently just joined. I appreciate you all. Trust me. What? Sheldon Johnson? Well gone, bro. What? Bro. I know. It's techie still. Look, Sheldon Johnson, I ain't slept. I've been up for 24 hours, bro. Been up for 24 hours. I don't know why I didn't sleep in it, but look, I'm tired, bro. That's tired. Alright, you know what? Let's run the show a bit more. Let me not go nowhere. Probably give you guys like an extra 15-20 minutes. Yeah, 15-20 minutes extra on the clock. Alright. There is something else I can pull up while we wait. Bear with me, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, yo. Where is it? Okay, quick one. This was the.
Hi, Leon. You start.
This was obviously the press conference. Quick press conference. The brick is injured. Yes, Sheldon Johnson. The brick is injured. What do you think happened, Sheldon? Do you think we play the young 17-year-old Harry Mantanus? Do you think Trossard starts? It's a little technical what's going on at Arsenal right now. We're in a little bit of an injury crisis. Obviously, what do you call it? These
And we have to compare him to Benjamin Šeško. They both.
These what do you call them? I can't remember what I was gonna say. But quick one, yeah. Let me touch on a few subjects out there. Obviously, we know how much hate that we get. We know how much hate we get over at Arsenal Football Club. It's getting ridiculous now. And big up Terry, because Terry always comes up with the receipts. So shout out to Terry and the Reaction TV, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the Reaction, Killing the Game, his show that he hosts on his channel. Look, people, we're unreal is the title. Arsenal unreal and they can't cope. Neville's embarrassing. Sesko lies exposed. Very interesting stuff here. Now, I only want to see the Arsenal news. So, what's going on with Gary Neville?
And we have to compare him to Benjamin Šeško. They've both been in at the same time, different ages, of course, and different profiles. How was he today?
Yeah, I'm no further forward with him in respect to the jury's out. I think he's well off it compared to the other signings that United have made up front in Cunha and Mbeumo. He looks awkward. He had a couple of really good opportunities in the first half where balls just got played over and his touch wasn't right. And, yeah, I think for £80 million, I mean, you can say he's young, he's got a lot of potential, he's only settling in, but you still want to see a little bit more.
What's wrong with Gary Neville? What is wrong with Gary Neville? Genuine question. What is wrong with Gary Neville? Welcome back to Killing the Game. Hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. Bell notifications. Hype. Get it all done, please. Lots to go through on this afternoon's show. We're asking what's wrong with Gary Neville. Also looking at Arsenal rattling everybody again. I've never seen so many tears. I've never seen so much anger. I've never seen so. That's them.
He's just talking
wrong in this moment. His play was very time. Šeško has come in with no preseason.
Bro, truth about Sesko. Man, don't care about Sesko.
The way and at 1 second, we find at an average of 4 in play. There have been less. Has the Premier League become a bit boring with less?
I love this.
Less than a quarter of the season play. There have been already more long throws, 359, at an average of 4 per game, than the whole of the 2020-21 campaign. We are seeing less football, according to Opta, an average of 45.
Bro, man went back four years just to bring up a stat, bro. Just to make their point valid. People, look how far people are going back just to say Arsenal play boring football. Bro, this is ridiculous, man. Sorry, but I can't hear injury excuses. The problem, we will have injured players back and current players will get injured. Saka, Timber, next KMT. I'm fed up of seeing Tottenham and Man United podcasts suck. Big up more Arsenal. Another one of the regular viewers. Sheldon Johnson says Eze false 9 tonight. Hey, Eze false 9 tonight is crazy, my bro. Man can't be doing Eze false 9. Look, Trossard false 9 is the only acceptable thing, but like, look, nah, man. Trossard false 9, not Eze false 9. Don't do that to me, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. We don't care about naysayers. For one, I want to win the league off the set piece. Bro, I would love us to win the league off of set pieces. I would love Arsenal to win the league off of the most set piece ever. In fact, I should have even liked it. Guys, we're on track to smash our own set piece record for the season. Last year, I think we scored 23 set piece goals throughout the season. This year, we're already on 13. 1-3. We're already on 13 set pieces. Meaning, just 10 left with literally 28 games to go. And you don't think we're gonna score 10 set pieces in 28 games? Bro, the rivals are pissed, bro. The rivals are pissed. Go check the stats. Go check the stats. Every year that Arteta has gotten to Arsenal Football Club, the set piece goals have gone up. So this isn't just a thing that we just got better at last year or just got better at 2 years ago. Man, Arteta has been plotting this for years. For years. Arteta come out in an interview telling us, oh, he was thinking about set pieces. He was thinking about set pieces 10 years ago, bro. 10 years ago. If you look at Arsenal over the last 6 years, we've literally gotten better every year when it comes to set piece. If we score 50 goals from set pieces, so be it, bro. So be it. Let's be set piece FC. Stop the set pieces, rivals. Stop the set pieces. But they can't. They can't do nothing about it. Can't do nothing about it. More Arsenal says Eze in a danger zone. He started the past 6 games or previous 6 games, I'm guessing is what you mean. Yeah, Eze is very good in a danger zone. I have definitely seen Eze's threat. I am happy with Eze's end products. I'm proud of what Eze has been showing. Obviously, he could give us a bit more, but you know, he's adjusting. So just give Eze a bit more time to adjust. I think he is doing really, really well currently, if I'm being honest. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. Obviously, he just needs a bit more goals. Get his name on the GA list. You know, goals and assists a lot more consistently. He needs to work on his delivery as well. He needs to tell Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka to teach him how to take corners. You know what I'm saying? Because we know he's a good free kick taker, but we don't get free kicks because no one's really fouling us in front of the box unless it's Champions League. We don't get fouled in front of the box in the Prem because we're actually always playing from the wings. We're always playing from the wings. We're either coming from this wing or we're coming from this wing. And then we try to cross the ball in, but you never see us just going down the middle and then a player drops and then that's a foul and then free kick. It just doesn't happen. We're always getting fouled on the sides. It's a joke. It's a joke. I need more threat. I need more direct threat. More Arsenal says, I can't believe I saw a Burnley centre-back behind Saka manage to catch him. The hamstring thing is not physical, it's in the mind. Bro, have you had a hamstring injury before? Have you? More Arsenal. Let me know if you've had a hamstring injury before, because bro, you're different, bro. You don't have the same fast twitch memories, bro. It's just like when you break a bone, you don't have the same, you know, flexibility from that bone. The bone's weak. Like I broke my wrist, guys, when I was younger. I remember, yeah, my wrist was like all the way back here. Sorry, my wrist was like back here. It's literally like over here. My wrist was literally just dangling. It's just dangling over here, yeah. This bone still hurts. You understand? This bone right here, it still hurts. It still hurts. I can't put pressure on it. I can't do press ups with my hands flat. Like, I can't do press ups like that. I have to do press ups like this, guys. Okay. I have to do press ups like this. Yeah. So when you break a bone, when you rip something like a hamstring, when you rip something, you rip that hamstring, bro. You man saw the operation. It's not in the mind, bro. He had an operation. he had an operation on his leg. He's got a fat scar, bro. It's not in the mind. All right, okay. Let me carry on reading. Wait, more Arsenal says, wait, hold on. What's going on? No, okay, hold on. Let me follow the chat first. Actually, let me not jump to messages. Sheldon says, I hear Arteta out. Man, them saying it's not his tactics, it's the set piece coach. Bro, let's listen. The Arteta out bandwagon, the Arteta outers. Look, you can't help those guys, bro. You can't help them, bro. And look, if you're on the Arteta outer, good for you, my friend. That's all I can say. Good for you. Because, my friend, you either need mental help or you just can't be helped. Because how is a man... So who recruited a set piece coach? In fact, shit, like, look, all these donuts. Who recruited the set piece coach? Was it like Arteta said, I have an idea, let's focus on set pieces. He gets a set piece coach. Man are now saying it's the set piece coach's idea. The set piece coach was recruited by someone who thought we need to improve on set pieces as a whole. Like, bro, like, people are just so stupid. But people just talk, bro. People just talk. They just talk out their ass. And I'm tired of it. I swear down. And the thing is, man, you don't have to listen to those stuff. You don't have to listen to it, bro. If you guys want to hear real, authentic fan analysis, yeah? Real fan analysis, not peddling hate bandwagon, yeah? Not peddling hate because Arteta doesn't stroke my ego. Man, are clowns, bro. I ain't got time for that. I hate Arteta. Danger zone meant being overplayed. Fair enough. Eze is a moments player. He won't do Mazza for 15 minutes. He'll have one chance in that 15 minutes and score. Yeah. He's definitely a moments player. I definitely see Eze giving us special moments here and there. I definitely see Eze, you know, just pulling something out of nowhere and, you know, being amazing, and for that reason we won the game. Look, trust me, I heard that. I'm happy with that. I'm not one of those players that says, oh, Eze needs to perform for 90 minutes. Eze needs to beat a man for 90 minutes and do nothing for 90 minutes for me to be like, oh, my day is amazing. Bro, Eze can do nothing for 90 minutes. If he gives me an assist in the 92nd minute of 3 minutes added on, he's had a good game. And if that whatever he done in that minute was the reason that we won the game, he's had a good game. He's had a good game, in my personal opinion. Simple as. Now, if we put up another scenario where we're winning the game by 5 goals and he scores another goal He scores the 6th goal at the 93rd minute. Bro, that means nothing because it didn't make a difference. What means something is the fact that Eze won the game for us. Eze was influential in winning the game. Eze's goal, or the first goal, was, you know, what kick-started the team into playing better football. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's got to be context. There's got to be context. Sheldon, you right. He gonna get tired. Says more Arsenal. More Arsenal says we only have Trossard and Saka available, which is diabolical. More Arsenal says listen to Michael Owen documentary. I'm sure you're referring to the mental state of the hamstring. Maybe so, but I'll you know what? I'll give it a shout. I'll give it a shout. I'll listen to the More Arsenal documentary. I mean, More Arsenal. I said More Arsenal documentary. I'll listen to the Michael Owen documentary. Rashid Day, I'm guessing, is what he meant. More Arsenal, are you a top gooner or are you on the fence? Sheldon says, more Arsenal, do you know what top gooner is? I ain't no top gooner, bro. Everyone using that term and don't know what it means. Set piece coach is from Manchester City. Bro. What? The set piece coach was from Manchester City. So what? Mikel Arteta wrapped the set piece coach from Man City, and he got him to now be doing what he's doing at Arsenal, and people are complaining. So we now signed the best set piece coach that money could have probably bought you from Man City, and people are complaining because set pieces are working. Bro, people are stupid, bro. People are stupid. I'll tell them to their faces, online, in the middle of the street, wherever they want, bro. I'll tell them, you man are dumb. You man are dumb. Our man complain about set pieces when we've been winning games via set pieces. When bro, how can people complain about set pieces when we've been told Arsenal need to find a solution for low blocks? Find a solution for low blocks. More Arsenal says Rashid was applying pressure to you. What? Oh, when he asks me, am I on the fence? You know what? Yeah, big up Rashid. Yeah, big up Rashid, innit? But he got to me when I first started doing content, yeah, and I didn't understand the landscape of things, innit? You know what I'm saying? Look, guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you, yeah. This top gooner thing, this on the fence thing, this Arteta outers, yeah, he was the one who let me understand that there are different groups in Arsenal, and there's no way I could be a top gooner. Sheldon says top gooner is term coined by Kenny Ken, referring to talking heads on mainstream media, those on Talk Spots and Sky. He's a rattler. I swear people have also started equating top gooners to people who support Arteta. So you can't be on the fence because you support Arteta. You understand? Or you gotta be a thingy Arteta. Look, the top gooner term I think is crazy, because look, I think is diabolical. Number one, there is no way on earth I could ever be referred to as a top gooner. There is no way on earth I could ever be referred to as a top gooner. I'm repeating it. You man need to understand that. Do you know, literally, forget about this Kenny Ken brother. Forget about Rashid. Forget about what top gooner means according to these lot. What top gooner means to me is not what top gooner means to these lot. So ain't no top gooner over here. You could look, you could label me, literally your own fans or your own ops, bro. Like, what sort of fan base is this? What sort of fan base is this? We have fan bases trying to ridicule people for supporting the manager. Because, forget about supporting the manager, you're supporting the club. But because their form of support for the club is different, yeah? Their form of support is complain 24/7, complain every day, complain, bro. Yeah, he's an Arteta outer. More Arsenal. More Arsenal says Yardman is not a top gooner. Yeah, he's not a top gooner. He's an Arteta outer. He says Arteta hout. Arteta hout. That's what he says. He says Arteta hout. Bro, man even has a hat for it, bro. So he's clearly on the extreme end of get Arteta out. Bro, man has merch. When you have merch, you know there's something wrong. Bro, there's something wrong, bro. There's something wrong. Sheldon Johnson says, them people think it was meant. It was those in support are wrong. It was the new Arsenal fans the media pick up to represent Arsenal. Arteta out, bro. Arteta out is an extreme hater. He literally, bro, he's a bottom gooner, bro. Look, he's a bottom gooner. Shout out to Sheldon Johnson. Look, you see, Sheldon Johnson just coined a new term. The bottom gooner is crazy. Oh, the bottom gooner is crazy. Oh, listen, I could never be a top gooner. I could never be a bottom gooner, bro. Those words don't come together in my vocabulary, bro. Not in my world. Listen, you can coin me an Arteta supporter. You can say I support Arteta. You can say that, but there is no way I could ever be called a top gooner in my life, bro. Look, anyone who calls me a top gooner, I'm on them, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm on them, bro. A bottom gooner is crazy. Oh, no, Sheldon Johnson, that is bloody hilarious. That is bloody hilarious. Alright, guys, we're gonna have to end the show on bottom gooner, man. We're gonna have to end the show on bottom gooner. That is too funny. Hey, look, people, big up yourselves, man. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like the show. Hey, big up Sheldon Johnson. Big up more Arsenal every time. Big up Claire Elise as well. She was locked in from early. Big up anyone else who commented and liked. Come on, man. I appreciate you all. This was a good stream this morning. Guys, I am going to try and be doing streams every morning, yeah? My streams in the mornings are back. What 9 o'clock? Yeah, 8:30 to 9:30 is when I'll be on more time, yeah? 8:30 to 9:30 is when I'm going to be on in the mornings. It's going to be my morning time for the streams, morning streams. So, thank you to everyone who's tuned in this morning. Guys, make sure you have a good day. I appreciate you all. Don't let no bottom gooners ruin your day, people. Don't let any of the bottom gooners ruin your day. Yeah, obviously Arsenal face Slavia Prague today, so easy dub as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, man, let's just enjoy the game today. I don't know, I might be on later in the afternoon before the game if there is any breaking news. But yeah, man, peace out, people. More Arsenal, Sheldon Johnson. Big up yourselves. I shall see you guys later, indeed. Whew, that was fun.